Hey everybody, Jordan Luther here. I've been brought to the table to talk about that thing we hate to discuss, we don't necessarily like to pay for, health insurance. So the renewal is coming up here in a matter of weeks. We're bringing together policies that are a little bit different, a little bit outside of the box thought process from the traditional insurance. We are going to keep the United Healthcare plan this year, but we're going to offer additional services as well that again are a little bit different. So we wanted to have a meeting on it to explain to people why it is different. That it's not necessarily a scary thing, it could actually be a very good thing. We could probably all agree that our healthcare system is broken. We're investing more and more dollars into it and people seem to be getting sicker and sicker every day. So we wanted to kind of look at things from a different angle, a different viewpoint, select some options that we thought would be in benefit to you guys, and go with it. Give it a try. See what kind of interest is out there. So we're going to talk about the individual plans. We're going to have a little Q&A section amongst a small group of people, and to answer kind of the initial questions. If there's additional questions, feel free to reach back out. Our agents said that they would help us every step of the way. There is a new enrollment policy or a new enrollment platform to do. It's online. It's with an app. Technology is taking over, so hopefully it'll make it easy on everybody with the application process as well. So without further ado, we're going to get started here in just a minute. I'm going to invite everybody in. The insurance agent that we're working with is HNI. They're working with some of our transportation insurance too. These guys are the professionals. They know which way to go. They know what questions to ask. They know what they're looking for in policies. They do it for a lot of trucking companies and a lot of maintenance companies as well. So we can kind of direct them to our specific group versus just, hey, it's an insurance agent. So without further ado, let's get started.
So welcome to open enrollment 2018-2019. I'm going to go over a brief overview of your benefits and what we have coming for this year. You still have the United Healthcare Flex Free plan available to you. This has a $3,000 deductible per person or $6,000 per family. After your deductible is met, services such as hospitalization, labs, x-rays are reimbursed at 80%. Preventive care is 100% coverage. With this plan, it's called Flex Free because they allow you to go to your primary care doctor 3 times without copay or deductible. They allow you to go to urgent care 2 times without copay or deductible. And then if you have to go to the emergency room, it's a $250 copay. So if you do have to go to the doctor more than 3 times, then you get into deductible and copay. Okay, so for the 4th visit, you're looking at having it applied to your deductible. And then your prescription drugs have a copay associated with them as well. Then you have the HSA plan. An HSA is a health savings account. It's got a higher deductible of $6,300 per person or $12,600 per family. With an HSA, every single service goes to your deductible first. You can put away money pre-tax into a separate account to help pay for those services. There's a premium for it, and there's a deductible, and you can put away money pre-tax. But just keep in mind with an HSA, everything goes to your deductible first. Okay, prescription drugs, office visits, everything goes to deductible first. New this year, we have everyday care. The thing you have to remember about everyday care is there's an 800 number you must call prior to any service. If you are having a heart attack and you have chest pains, your arm is going numb and your face is drooping, please don't call the 800 number. Please go directly to the emergency room, right? But for any of your services, you need to call this number first. There's like a concierge service. They will call your doctor, negotiate a price on the front end, then you go in and there's 0 deductible, 0 copay. Okay, this covers your primary care visits, chiropractor. If you flip the page, it gives you your adult preventive care, your well child care, labs, immunizations, primary care, and injury office visits. So you call this 800 number first. You can tell them where you'd like to go if you have a doctor, and they will do everything they can to set that up for you with that doctor's office. In some cases, they may not be able to come to an agreement with the doctor's office, and they may request that you go somewhere else in order to have coverage. It's 100% coverage, no deductible, no copay. If you need surgery and you have to go to the hospital, same thing, call this number first. They will, it's called care navigation. They will help you set up the price and possibly a payment plan if you can't come up with it all at once. But there's no coverage for hospitalization care. That's the big thing to remember about everyday care. There's no hospital coverage. It covers your chiropractor, it covers your office visits, but if you need to go into the hospital, go to the emergency room, or see a specialist, that is not covered, but they will help you set up a price and a payment plan if you need to. So, coupled with that, we're offering AFLAC, Group Hospital Indemnity Insurance, and Accident Insurance. So if you do break your leg and you have to go to the emergency room, then you get an accident policy that will pay so much for an x-ray, so much for an emergency room visit, so much for a concussion. So they've just got a huge list of items that they pay a dollar amount for. Then you can take that money and you can apply it towards your bill. It's your money to do with whatever you want, but it's there to apply towards the bill that you're gonna get from the hospital. If you should go inpatient, then we have a hospital indemnity insurance. It pays per admission and then per day. So we have some information on that. So that will help you pay for those services that aren't covered because you don't have hospitalization coverage. So everyday care covers your primary care physician, chiropractor, well visits, but if you need something additional, your AFLAC policies may be able to help supplement that. If you need a prescription, the minimum essential covered drugs are covered with zero copay. Again, you have to call the 800 number first. If you need a prescription that is not one of those drugs, they have a discount program and they will help negotiate a price for that. And there's also Good RX. It's an app that you can put on your phone. You can load in the specifics of your medication and it will tell you where the cheapest place is closest to you to go get that prescription. Okay? The premium for this, what's it gonna cost you, is back on page 2 at the top. You see the United Healthcare Flex Free, the United Healthcare HSA, and then the Everyday Care Plus AFLAC. And you can see that that is significantly cheaper, but remember, it does not cover hospitalization. And you have to call the 800 number for everything that you do. Okay, and they will work it out for you.
The third option really is for an individual that's not using the health plan a lot. Someone that is not getting sick all the time or doesn't have any planned surgeries. The Everyday Care Plus AFLAC is available to you to have you the option to go to the doctor, but then you don't have to pay the high premiums to have full coverage on the health plan.
If you have cancer, that might not be a good option for you because you're getting a lot of drugs and you're going to the doctor a lot. You should probably stay with the United Healthcare Flex Free plan. But if you just have those everyday pesky things, you know, I have a sinus infection, or, you know, 90% of your condition can be resolved with a phone call. So sometimes if you call that 800 number, because you have a sore throat and they determine that it's probably strep throat because you can look in the mirror and see the white spots on your throat, you don't even have to go to the doctor. They'll call in the prescription for you. If you get bronchitis every year, you don't even have to go in. They'll diagnose it over the phone and call in a prescription for you. So there's a lot of times when you don't even have to go to the doctor's office and they can take care of it right over the phone.
Well, especially for our, you know, a lot of our staff is over the road truckers,
Yep.
and going to the hospital or to the doctor rather, can definitely take heed on their employment or their family time when they get back home. So
Yep.
we figured it was a good option for the guys that are over the road to not have to go in for everything if they need a prescription or if they need to be diagnosed. Sometimes it can be done over the phone.
Yep, yep. So it's a telemedicine ramped up 100%. So because you do have the ability to get to a doctor if you have to go in, and they'll help negotiate the cost for you. Then on page 8, or page 4 of your benefit booklet, are your dental benefits. The only thing that has changed to your dental this year is that the tier 1, 2, and 3 maximum has gone from $1,000 to $1,500. So you've got a little bit more benefit for when you go in and have crowns or fillings and such. The next page is your companion IMED. That has not changed, and you see the contributions there as well. A $10 exam, $25 frames. You can get your exams and your lenses every 12 months, your frames every 24. And then finally, the last page is the voluntary life and an additional Aflac product that you can also elect. So you have really 4 options. You can get United Healthcare, you can get Everyday Care plus Aflac, you can get United Healthcare and purchase Aflac if that accident and hospital indemnity policy look pretty good to you, but you want to stick with United Healthcare. You can also pick up an Aflac, or if you're covered by your spouse altogether, but you like the Aflac, you can just choose Aflac as well. There is a third Aflac policy called critical illness. It's age banded and depends on how much you choose. So, and that pays out 5, 10, 15, 20, etc., 1,000 per critical illness if you wanted to elect that policy as well. The 2 that come with everyday care are the accident and hospital indemnity.
Okay, so in addition to the policies that we're contributing with, I just wanted to point out that the restrictions on insurance care for the individual have been lifted over the past year. So if you say, hey, I have coverage under my spouse, or I just don't want insurance whatsoever, I'm covered some other way, in lieu of that, the company would like to provide $50 per month for employees that say, hey, I don't want the insurance, I'm covered some other way. And that's perfectly fine. You'll have to get with our accounting and we'll get that set up. Also, with the Aflac, you can still buy that on your own. And like I say, it's very, very affordable, but not to force you into the insurance, especially if you're already covered somewhere else. We're going to give a $50 a month benefit to those that don't take or don't select the policy or coverage.